we are talking about the spinnerbait, one of the most user-friendly, versatile baits that you have in your tackle box. Spinnerbait is something that almost looks Frankenstein together. It looks like a hybrid of jigs and buzz baits and all sorts of different things. And that's what makes it so good at its job, which is catching fish. It has 4 key parts that make it stand out from other baits, but you can see where there's a lot of similarities as well. Starting off, you have this wire arm. This holds the spinner blades up away from the main body of the bait. The wire frame here keeps the barb of the hook out of snags. It's a, by design, weedless bait. You can fish this in heavily weeded areas, areas with high grass, and you can fish it where there's rocks, where there's trees. Now, it may not perform quite as well if you drag it directly through lily pads, but you don't have to worry about it getting snagged quite as often because you've got a weed guard already on it. Below that, we have the head, jig head of the bait. This is usually made of lead, but it can be other hard metals as well. That's affixed to a hook underneath. That piece of metal and that weight is going to get this bait lower in the water column and resist coming up as we retrieve it. And between that head and the barb of the hook attached to the shank here, you have a rubber skirt. Up here, the really fun, shiny part are the spinner blades. They come in 2 different shapes, a variety of sizes, and a variety of finishes. You can have 1 or 2 blades like you see here. You can have them in this willow leaf style. This is the most common, really the most versatile. It takes very little speed to get this blade spinning, which causes flash when it catches light. It also produces a lot of vibration. That makes it ideal for fishing in low light conditions, in murky or stained or turbid water conditions as well. And then you also have this teardrop style leaf. These require a little bit more speed in your retrieve to spin correctly.
The spinnerbait is one of the most customizable and thus versatile items in your bass tackle box. This rubberized skirt, you can change the colors, you can trim it back to make a shorter one, you can add additional filament to give it a wider profile, you can attach a soft plastic to imitate crayfish, frogs, any manner of forage fish, and give an overall increased profile. You can also change out the blade. Now you have a couple of different blade options available. This KVD spinnerbait has both styles on here. It has the main willow leaf style blade. These are ubiquitous for spinners. They have a great flash. They turn over quickly despite not needing a lot of retrieval speed or water moving past them to flutter. You also have the smaller teardrop style. It's a Strike King number 2 in silver. These rotate faster, but do require more speed to do it with. This combination right here gives a great body profile, as well as plenty of flash, plenty of vibration, plenty of noise, which is ideal for a variety of different speeds. That's where this rig is so helpful. On hot summer days when bass are chomping at the bit and ready to chase, you can rip this guy through the water nearly at the surface like a buzzbait. Or, like right now, when the water temperatures are cold and the bass aren't moving quickly, you can slowly retrieve this just off the bottom, allowing those blades to do a very slow thump that you would see if a fish was on its last, we'll say fins rather than legs, how about that? And will draw in a strike. These can be fished in bright daylight with plenty of flash, like you're gonna see here. These can even be fished at night because of the amount of noise, vibration, and overall presence that they have in the water.